I will never retire. Whoa, Ric Flair might not retire, but he will apologise. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, and we're here to address the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, the 16-time World Champion. The man, scratch that, is he the man? Is Ric Flair really the man? It doesn't look like he's the man. Apparently he is no longer the man. He's given up the status, he's given up the role as the man, as he was recently on WWE Raw 30th, and he apologised to the other man, Becky Lynch. And I say the other man, I don't mean Rhea Ripley. She just looks like a man, whereas Becky Lynch is actually labelled the man. The point is, I think there's too many men in wrestling, or the men's in wrestling.
You can only have one. It is the Nature Boy, but again, I don't like... What is Flair doing, man? Burying JR for not appearing, even though he's at AEW. Apologising to these two Muppets because he said his daughter's the greatest wrestler of all time in the women's division. Come on, Flair, what you doing, son? Come on.
It's because he was suing them.
What? What do you mean suing them?
Where have you been? He was literally fucking suing Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins, and Becky Lynch in WWE because she was calling herself the man, and he went, "No, that's my thing."
That's why. That's what
the whole. Yes.
I thought it was about the fact he said Charlotte's like, yes, that's what we were talking about earlier.
But he says that all the time. Hold on a second. Why would he apologise to Becky Lynch for saying Charlotte Flair's the greatest of all time? Now think about that. Why?
That's what I said to you earlier.
Well, you're wrong.
And then you even agreed with me and went, yeah, no, it's stupid. It's not
about that.
Well, that's alright then.
Right, guys, anyway, he doesn't know what's happening here, but I'll tell you exactly what's happening. So we know that Ric Flair basically fell out with the WWE. Him and Triple H were not on good terms over the whole man moniker, and I just believe it's purely because Ric Flair felt like WWE were promoting Becky Lynch as the man, and Ric Flair, I think, was annoyed that he was potentially not getting any money for that, and he thought he could try and get, he was looking for something. I believe Ric Flair was looking for a payout. He basically wanted WWE to acknowledge that the man was his thing, and that he should be getting money. He should be getting some sort of compensation if the WWE were going to go around calling Becky Lynch the man. First of all, Ric Flair never copyrighted the term the man. How many times though in wrestling have people also said they're the man? Have they referred to themselves as the man?
I'm the man around here.
Or have been called the man. So, I mean, I don't see... Ric Flair never had any legitimate claim to this in the first place. And I do think it's ironic that the guy that stole a bunch of things from other people, the Nature Boy, that wasn't even his moniker.
Nature Boy, Buddy Rogers.
He stole the sharpshooter, and he stole the figure 4. He stole the chop. I don't know if he stole the woo. He probably fucking did. I mean, was he the first guy to wear a robe? I'm not even too sure about that. But yeah, if we're being honest, I mean, Ric Flair is pretty hypocritical coming out here and bashing Becky Lynch. But it looks like now that he's desperate for money or whatever, and he wants to get back into WWE good books. He's, you know what, Ric Flair is sad. I mean, Ric Flair he's a legend. I'm not denying that, but he's completely went off the rails.
He has. It's like, come on, Flair. I mean, I know. I thought it was for a completely different reason, but why has he got to be such a shite bag in his old age?
This is what Ric Flair had to say on the whole thing. Quote, "It started out with me and Hunter talking for about an hour, which is a private discussion, but resolving a lot of issues that have been lingering for a couple of years. And then I apologised to Becky Lynch. I walked up to her and said, 'May I speak with you for a minute?' And I said, 'I'm sorry that this got to where it is.' I went over and shook Seth Rollins' hand, and I said, 'I'm going to apologise to your wife. I've just decided that, it all comes with the documentary. Sometimes you get so wrapped up in things that you just forget, and you say it so many times for so many years. Actually, the man trademark was decided by someone besides she and I. It's not that as much as the money that was involved in it, which the company reaps the better part of it anyway. Then I saw them with their child, and I thought, my God, this is going to be Ashley someday. It's not worth it. I am not the man anymore. The man is who the people think it is, and basically we've turned it over to social media to decide who the man is." End of quote. So I mean, Ric Flair can say it's about this and about that, but I mean, he basically said it somewhere in the middle of that paragraph that it's about the money and the amount of money that WWE can't reap. with it. So I mean, of course it's down to money, and I think it's pathetic for Ric Flair. Another thing that I personally believe this is down to is the fact that, I mean, I'm not a major Becky Lynch fan. I wouldn't even call myself a fan, but I think it does annoy Ric Flair that she is a bigger star than Charlotte. She is better than Charlotte, and I wonder if Ric Flair would have been so pissed off about this if it was somebody else using the name The Man. I wonder if him being so hell-bent on suing the WWE and getting the moniker, the Man moniker taken away from Becky Lynch, I wonder if that was more down to the fact that Becky Lynch was being pushed as, for a couple of years, not only just the top woman in WWE, but also just the top person in WWE. She was pushed, legit, as you call it, The Man. She was pushed for like a few years as the top person in the company, and I wonder if that plays a significant role in Ric Flair's obsession with this whole man thing. The fact that he thought by potentially suing and getting The Man taken away from Becky Lynch, it could derail her career and help his daughter Ashley once again become, that's if she ever was, the number one woman in the division. Thoughts on that? That's what I think.
I agree with that. I think you've hit the nail right on the head. But back to Ric Flair, I mean, he was never, he referred to himself as The Man, but it was never a catchphrase. It actually is Becky Lynch's whole moniker, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Man. I mean, it was always the Nature Boy. He would just refer to himself, I'm the man.
To be the man, you've got to beat the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that. So does that mean because man is in that sentence, no, but so you can't use. So if someone comes out and says I'm beat, you can't. Do you know what I mean? I think he is clutching at straws.
It's not like someone being called the Heartbreak Kid or the Game or the Texas Rattlesnake or the Brahma Bull. I mean, it's The Man. He was never known as The Man.
But that would be like that would be like who came first, the Heartbreak Kid or the 1, 2, 3 Kid?
Heartbreak Kid.
Shawn Michaels was calling himself the Heartbreak Kid.
I think so.
Well, let's say, that's like
the Dynamite Kid. You've got the 1, 2, 3 Kid.
Oh yeah, but that's because they've got Kid in the name. That's like Dynamite Kid trying to sue the Heartbreak Kid or the 1, 2, 3 Kid. It's completely. Ric Flair used to say, and that was his catchphrase, right? To be the man, you've got to beat the man, and I get that, but it's not like he said The Man on its own.
Yeah, I know.
It was never, The Man was never a moniker. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's like John Cena would say the champ is here. Does that mean nobody can refer to themselves as the champ?
Exactly.
Because John Cena says the champ. It's very pathetic for Ric Flair, but final note, do you agree with what I say? Like, I get it, Ric Flair's probably sitting at home, pissed off, and he's thinking, you know what, there's an opportunity for me to get money here. I get that.
Of course it's money.
Right? No,
our long conversation he had with Triple H was how many zeros he wanted.
Yeah. No, I get that. It is about the money, but do you also believe that the fact that it was Becky Lynch that is using The Man and that she had overtaken Charlotte?
Well, I think if it was Dana Brooke, like, you probably wouldn't care.
So do you think... I believe... Obviously, it's down to money, I get that, but I do believe that the fact that it was Becky Lynch using the name The Man and that she was above Charlotte Flair and considered the number one... I believe that's playing out a big fact. Because that could have derailed her, you know what I mean? If she has to commit 1 week and she's no longer The Man, you have to drop your catchphrase like that. It can be...
Exactly.
So
but how would Flair even have a leg to stand on legally with that? How did it even get as far as it did?
Well, it didn't really get that far.
That's what I'm saying, though. But it lasted years, like, his beef with him.
Yeah, he kind of like was threatening to sue, then they took him out the thing, then he bitched about that. It's like...
He's a bloody bellend. See, he's as funny as he is. Like, he's a tool.
Yeah, he's a sad old man. He's a sad old man. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think down below. Do you think Ric Flair's right? Do you think Becky Lynch had no right to use the Man moniker? Or do you think that she was entitled to use it and that Ric Flair needs to just, I don't know, grow up and move on? Ric Flair's opinion on it now seems to be that the people decide who the man is. And that he says that essentially he's not the man anymore, and the man is who the people think it is. Basically, what that means is that him and Triple H have came to a settlement backstage.
Exactly.
That's what that is. Ric Flair hasn't just turned up to Raw, and Ric Flair's not just thought, see out the goodness of my heart, I'm going to drop this. See, Becky Lynch, you're the man. My time's over, your time's now.
No.
And if he said that, maybe Cena would want to sue him.
My time is now.
You know what I mean? So,
hey, Rick.
So, I mean,
John's here.
Rick can try and save himself here at the end of the day by claiming that it's because he's came to his senses, but at the end of the day, it's because some money's went into his bank account.
Exactly.
Via the WWE. Anyway, guys, that's it. Let us know your thoughts down below. Who you think's right, who you think's wrong here. And who do you think's the man? Is it Becky Lynch or is it Ric Flair? I mean, Ric Flair was the man, but very, very long time ago. It's time to just hang up those boots, Rick, and try and stay a wee bit respectable with the years you've got left. Anyway, that's it. Till next time. Catch you in the next one. Woo!